pleasure and honor to moderate the very first day of the CMAC conference. We're talking about vascular complications, periocular complications, visual loss, complications with non-HA fillers, with HA fillers, with devices such as lasers. You need to know what happens when there's a problem. It's going to happen to everyone.
The CMAC is incredible because we have speakers from all over the world talking about things nobody wants to talk about. Complications, safety, patient advocacy, protocols, how do we manage difficult situations. Anyone who's injecting should participate in this type of meeting where you're learning what happens when things go wrong, and that's key.
The doctors really honestly talk about complications. It's really smart, very intelligent, because they share experiences about complications. They learn from each other to prevent more complications. So it's absolutely unique, but a lot of doctors don't dare to talk about it. This is taking away the fear. So people open up about complications, they exchange experience, they learn from it. So other thing I like a lot of CMAC, it's small scale, it's growing really fast, but still the communications keeps being intimate. It's direct contact, good, deep going conversation, not superficial.
The thing for me that's made it different to other conferences is we're allowed to professionally challenge. I love the discussion and the debate between the different speakers and the audience members. So it's a collaborative approach, but ideally focusing on patient safety and improving our practice.
So I think with CMAC, we're obviously very big on community, and I think that really transpires and filtrates through. You can sense in the room and as you're walking around that people have developed these friendships and everyone is passionate about the same thing. And if people come to a CMAC conference, then they take this kind of thing seriously, and that binds us together, and we also do things in a non-judgmental way. So there's people that are presenting that have had their own sometimes quite catastrophic complications, and it sort of bonds us in a way because we discuss all these things. So I think that's what's unique about us.
I guarantee you pretty much you're going to learn something and take away great tools to make your patients safer.
I'm so excited to be here. It's my first time at CMAC. I will definitely be here next year. It was beyond incredible, with small group, very honest, raw discussion on complication management, on ocular anatomy, central retinal artery occlusions. I learned so much that I will actually bring to my practice.
I got a much better appreciation of the mechanisms of some of the adverse events that we really try to avoid, and a lot of new ideas about protocols and details of management of these complications that I think are really critical.
I've been in practice a little over 20 years. And from all the conferences I've been to throughout my career, that was probably far and away the best one that I've ever been to. There's so many different topics that were discussed throughout this conference that you pick little bits and pieces from each and every one that you take back to your practice and just make that a much better and safer environment for your patients.
This was my first time here at the CMAC, and it's a great conference. It's very complete, all areas, it's multidisciplinary, and if you want to learn more about complications that happen every day, you should come to CMAC.
One and the only conference where I've seen that we're not afraid to talk about things that that are taboo here. And I feel like it's research-based, it's evidence-based, it's expert-based, and it's consensus-based. Even if we don't know the answer, we're always trying to figure out how to break through the barriers of finding the answers. So I think especially in the aesthetic and the cosmetic realm, I really appreciate this conference coming from an academic background.
Every single one of the members, of the faculty members, have a different background. So everyone has something to add. This is very important because we have a lot of different perspectives about how to approach different kind of problems.
I could hear from the experiences of all the speakers, which exceeded my expectations. They were so generous enough to teach us about how they handled certain complications. I will be definitely coming back next year to learn more, and I can't wait.
Just what a fantastic CMAC conference this year, from speakers coming from all over the world, all specialists in their highly specialized areas and presenting the latest cutting research, which hasn't even reached the journals yet.
All the colleagues that we're talking to are so intimate, so kind, and it's such a small, intimate conference. We've had so much fun being honest together. There's so many things I'm going to bring back to my practice, especially with prevention of blindness, prevention of any adverse events, and I really feel like I have now more colleagues I can bounce things off of.
Not industry sponsored, and we just get to have experts come together. I think anyone who does any kind of injections or aesthetic treatments needs to know how to prevent and treat complications, because we don't learn it in our training, and our training is so limited already to begin with. So this is the chance for everyone to learn how to prevent complications and treat complications and improve your practices and improve it for your patients.
Both here for our first time this year, and what a fabulous conference it's been. Definitely recommend it to anybody that's looking to increase patient safety.
The CMAC conference is essential for any injector. We need to know complications to be able to inject. If you want to be up to date, you should attend every year.
The level of presentations, the scientific evidence behind it, the advice, just made me feel a lot more confident going back to my aesthetics practice.
It's a transparent, candid conversation around what is going to protect the patient that isn't influenced by pharma.
And what I really like is that we try to discriminate between evidence-based medicine and personal opinions.
Yeah.
And you may have your personal opinion, you can even say it on stage, but we recognize it as a personal opinion.
Yeah.
And we discuss it.
What makes the CMAC conference unique? Well, firstly, it's non-sponsored by any pharma company, so this is really the independence and innovation behind us. We're free thinkers, we're evidence-based practitioners, and really we are multidisciplinary, and we come from the four corners of the globe. So CMAC is really embedded in the evidence and, more importantly, in patient safety.